Hello, my name is H.A. Perrett and I'm the author of the Anathalian series. And in this video, I'm going to do a book review. So anytime you read a book, please review the book, whether it be on the place where you bought the book, on social media, telling your friends about it, do all of it, do any of it. Please review books. And the book I'm going to review today is called The Knighthood by Audrey Laine. It's in a series. And the suspect is book 2. I have not read book 2. There might be a book 3, I'm not sure. But I read The Knighthood by Audrey Laine. Okay, so the genre is fantasy, but it takes place in the real world. But there's a lot of magical creatures and magic and things that aren't real. So I would go, oh, excuse me. I would go with fantasy rather than magical realism. The audience, I would say young adults. So I'm gonna say the main character's name wrong probably, but we're just gonna pretend like that's how you say it. And if you want to look how to spell it, then you can look in the description. Okay, I practice this in my head. The name is very foreign to me. Evadne. There we go. If I started the video over, it'd be worse. Okay, Evadne Winters believes her brother keeps her in a lighthouse for her safety. When she escapes the lighthouse prison with a criminal cat named Misty, though, Evadne learns her brother and entire life are full of lies. As she and Misty embark on life outside of prison, they must figure out how to find acceptance in the magical and mortal realms. And since the author put it on Instagram a bunch, I'll go ahead and say that Evadne believes she is an elf, believes she is magical, but her brother tells her very early in the story, you're immortal, go away. And so she has to like navigate life figuring out what's true, what's a lie, and there's so much more attached to it than that. But I'll tell you my positives and negatives, and that will explain more of the story. So my positives, the book was very well written. Always appreciate that. I loved the chapter illustrations. I love a chapter illustration, little illustration above each chapter. I loved them. They were good. Just aesthetically, they looked good, and they augmented each chapter. Another positive, the dialogue was fast-paced, witty, entertaining, and it shaped the personality of the characters very well. Each character was very distinct in their personality. I especially enjoyed Misty and Evadne's banter, which was full of literary references and situational humor, like Misty, who is a cat. Remember, Misty is a cat, a talking cat, which is just fantastic on its own. A talking cat, like that's a positive by itself. Okay, so Misty, the talking cat, she wants to burn down the lighthouse because they're stuck in it and they haven't found out that it's a prison where they're locked in for different reasons. But Misty's a talking cat and she's like, let's burn down the lighthouse, and they try to burn down the lighthouse, and it's just funny. It's just funny. Misty was my favorite character. She's a talking cat. That's all you need, really. She's a talking cat, and she's sassy and opinionated and proud and rash and sarcastic and passionate, and she is very fun and spunky, and I loved Misty. She's a great time with Misty. I had fun reading the book. It had a mood of being very serious while also not taking itself very seriously at all, which comes from Evadne's terrible situation. She is struggling with betrayal and loss and holding on to bitterness and trying to discover what's a lie and what's truth and how to plant herself in reality instead of this lie that she's been living her whole life. So contrast that with, and her uptight personality. She's like proper British sort of personality. That mixed with the wacky and magical elements of the book, like a talking cat, a whiny witch villain, and just the identity confusion of who is she, and who they've replaced her with, and just like there's so much wacky weird stuff in here that all the seriousness is just juxtaposed with it, and it just makes them both very comical. So a neutral point about the book is quite a bit of the book felt like it didn't really have a focus. The story felt more like a mashup of sarcasm, myths, fun characters and intriguing ideas rather than a plot with a clear problem or a clear goal. When the story started to seem like it had a clear direction, like the mystery behind Evadne's parents' murder, everything about that just stopped. A lot of it started coming out, and then it just stopped. And it didn't really come up again very much. And the book just seemed like a string of episodes with too many ideas. Like you just mashed as much funny and witty and references as you possibly could into a book, and got distracted from, we need an actual plot here. The book is part of a series. That's why this is a neutral point. The book is a part of a series. So maybe the second book ties it all together, but this book has such a definitive ending. Like when book 1 ends, it ends. Like, it's done. Can't really spoil anything, but it's a definitive ending. That it seems like every possible plot line that opened in book 1 has been locked up and thrown away in the past. It seems like all that mystery and stuff that was opened up, it's just like, nope, we're done with that. And it's just done. So, I don't know. I just don't know. Like I said, I haven't read the second book, so I can't really judge that fully. So that's a neutral point for me. I don't know. I do have a negative. I do wish the book had a strong message. It had potential because she's struggling with a lot. It had potential for a message. But the book was just really fun and entertaining, and that's what it was, and that's its purpose, and that's fine. But for me to really enjoy a book, to really love a book, I need a message in it, even if it's like a small one. But this one just was fun and entertaining. The main character, she did decide to let go of her bitterness, but she just kind of randomly did it rather than developing that and reaching that sincerely. So overall, the book is really fun and really entertaining, and I definitely would recommend it to anybody who just wants to read and have a good time. And if you love a talking cat, like who doesn't love a talking cat? Misty is fantastic, and I love her. Here comes my baby. She's just a great animal companion and everything about her. So I definitely recommend the book. Definitely gonna rate it high. But it's kind of just like wacky and crazy. Like, I've never watched Seinfeld because I'm the kind of person who thinks that's silly. But if you like Seinfeld, my husband says it's just like random episodes with stuff. Okay, my baby's pulling the camera. I suppose that must be more along the lines. He thinks it's great, and apparently lots of people think it's great. So if you think that idea of just like references and wacky stuff and all this stuff just mashed up together to make this entertaining thing is awesome, then you would probably really love this book and have no problems with it being what it is. So that's my book review. Again, it is The Knighthood by Audrey Laine. The how to spell all that is in the description below. How to find her is in the description below. Excuse me. And again, hi. Thank you for bringing me that. He brought me some hay. Thank you for watching this. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please comment. Have you read this series? Have you read book 2? Don't spoil anything for people, but like, does it bring the plot line up at all? And bring stuff back up? Comment anything you want. Like, subscribe, share this video, do all the YouTube things. Here. Thank you for watching. Bye. I do? Okay, you want what do you see? It's very shocked by what he sees. Oh, there's cows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 cows just ran through my yard. If you want to know more about Anna Thalian or H.A. Pruitt, please follow me on Instagram at H.A. Pruitt. You can find me on Amazon as an Amazon author, H.A. Pruitt. Please watch my YouTube channel and all my cool videos on my channel, H.A. Pruitt Anna Thalian. You can find me on the Facebook page, H.A. Pruitt Anna Thalian. You can follow me on Goodreads by the name H.A. Pruitt and the book Anna Thalian, or you can go to my website where so much cool stuff about Anna Thalian is. The website is hapruitt.com.